discuss about skewness and kurtosis. So, what is the skewness? Skewness measures the lack of symmetry, and kurtosis measures the flatness, peak of a flatness. So, what is the skewness? So, if we formally define this one measure the what? This one measure the skewness measure the this one measure the lack of symmetry. Lack of symmetry. Symmetry measure the lack of a symmetry of given data. So, how we measure the lack of a symmetry? What is the meaning of this one? So, for example, suppose this one is we plot the frequency curve of a given data, and this data is look like this one look like this one. Then this one is called symmetric curve if left tail equal to right tail. Means the left portion equal to the right portion, then this one is called what? Symmetric curve. In this case, technically, mean, here we denoted this one is by the M, mean equal median, here we denote this one by the MD, and equal to what? Equal to mode. So this one is denoted by the M mode. So if mean equal median equal mode, then we say that the curve is a symmetric curve. So there is no any lag in a symmetry. So this one is called what? Non-skewed curve. Non-skewed curve. Non-skewed curve. Skewed curve. Non-skewed curve. So skewed curve means there is a symmetry either in a positive direction or a negative direction. Accordingly, there are two types of skewness. First one is about positive skewed curve. First one, skewness can be categorized as positive skewed curve, positive skewed curve, and positive skewed and negative skewed. Positive skewed and negative skewed. So graphically, how we represent the positive skewed curve and negative skewed curve? So positive skewed curve like this one, means suppose here we plot a curve like this one. Here we plot the curve. Suppose this one is a straight line, and here there is this one. This right tail is large. So here, what is the value for this one? Here, suppose there is a mode. This one is your frequency curve. Here, this one is your frequency curve. This one is your x-axis. This one is your frequency curve. Frequency curve. If this one is a mode, here MO, because MO is a notation of a mode, and here there is a median MD, and if there is a mean like this one, mean. So if mean is greater than what? Greater than mode and median, then we say that this one is a what? Positively skewed curve. Means if mean is what? Mean is greater than median, or mean is greater than mode, then this one is called what? Positively skewed curve. This one is called positively skewed curve. Then positively skewed curve. Positively skewed curve. Skewed curve. Positively skewed curve. Similarly, if we talk about this curve means nature of a curve like this one means here this one like this one. So this one is a x-axis, this one is a frequency curve, and if mode is this one, this one is MO, and this one is a median, and this one is a what? This one is a mean. So if a mean is what? If a mean is, this one is called positively skewed curve, this one is a positively skewed curve, and this one is what? This one is a negatively skewed curve. Negative skewed curve. Negatively skewed curve. So in this case, what will happen? Mean is a what? Mean is less than median, or mean is less than mode. Then we say that this one is what? This one is a negatively skewed curve. Negatively skewed curve, and corresponding data is a not symmetric distribution. Means our data is not symmetrically distributed. So if a mean equal median equal mode, then data is what? Data is symmetrically distributed. If a mean is greater than median or mean is greater than mode, then we say that this one is data is not symmetrically distributed. This one is and if this one is not symmetric, then this one is a positively skewed curve. Positively skewed data and negatively skewed data. So this one is a geometrical interpretation of means skewness. So how we mathematically measure the skewness? So there is a absolute measure and relative measure of skewness. So how we measure the skewness? So mathematically, how we measure the skewness? Measure of skewness, absolute measure of skewness, measure of skewness, measure of skewness, measure of skewness. So this one is a measure of skewness. Measure of skewness. So first one is the absolute measure. So absolute measure is a what? So in terms of mean and median means mean minus mode, or first one, second one, mean minus median, These are the what? These are the absolute measure of skewness. What is the notation of this one? Absolute measure of skewness, basically standard notation of relative measure of skewness is also denoted by the what? SK here. This one is a what? SK absolute measure. So mean minus median is also a absolute measure. So also in terms of a quartile deviation, what is the basically in terms of a quartile deviation, as K is a what? Q3 minus median plus, this one is a minus median minus Q1. So also a absolute measure. So mean minus mode in term of a what? In term of I we write in term of a notation. What is the value for this one? M minus MO mean minus mode equal mean minus median MD, and SK equal this one Q3 minus MD. MD is what? Median minus Q3, Q3 MD minus Q1. These are the absolute measure of skewness. But for the comparison of a data, comparison of a two series, in a case of a coefficient of a dispersion, in a statistics we not use the absolute measure. We use the what? We use the relative measure. So next one is a what? Next one is a relative measure. Relative measure of a skewness. Measure of a skewness. Relative measure of a skewness. So relative measure of a skewness. So there are two most popular relative measure of a skewness. First one is a what? First one is a Karl Pearson coefficient of a skewness. Second one is a Wolay coefficient of a skewness. And third one is a skewness coefficient of a skewness based on moments. So here first we discuss about a Karl Pearson coefficient of a skewness. Then we discuss about a Wolay coefficient of a skewness. Then we discuss the coefficient of a skewness based on a moments. So one by one we discuss about this one. So first we raise out this one. Relative measure of a skewness. Here we are going to discuss about a relative measure of a skewness. Relative measure of a skewness. Skewness, and also known as a what? Coefficient of a skewness. This one is also known as a coefficient of a skewness. We here going to denote a coefficient of skewness. Coefficient of a skewness, and standard notation is a what? SK. So coefficient of a skewness, here we are going to discuss about what? Karl Pearson's coefficient of a skewness. Coefficient of skewness, and second one is a Wolay. Here Wolay's coefficient of a skewness. Coefficient of skewness. And third one is a coefficient of a skewness. Coefficient of skewness based on moments. So here based on moments. Based on moments. So one by one we discuss about Karl Pearson coefficient of skewness, Wolay's coefficient of skewness, and coefficient of skewness based on moments. So what is the Karl Pearson coefficient of a? Now first we discuss about the Karl Pearson coefficient of a skewness. This one is a standard notation is a SK equal what? Mean minus mode divided by what? Standard deviation. So in terms of a notation, what is the value? Value become what? M minus MO divided by what? Sigma. M is a what? M is a mean, and MO is a mode, and standard deviation is a what? Sigma. And also we know that what is the value for mode? Mode equal what? Mode equal 3 median minus 2 mean. 2 mean. 3 median minus 2 mean. So here 3 3 median minus 2 mean. Once we verify this one, 3 median minus 2 mean equal mode. So once we put the value of here, this one become Sk equal, in term of a notation, Mo equal 3 Md minus 2 M. So just we put the value of our mode and try to find out the coefficient of skewness in term of a mean and median. So Sk equal what? Mean minus 3 MD minus 2 M divided by what? Divided by sigma. So if we simplify this one, this become what? This become 3 times of a mean minus median divided by sigma. So this one is also a measure of a coefficient of skewness, and this one is also a measure of a coefficient of skewness. So if mean equal median equal what? Mode, M equal MD equal MO, then what will happen here? If mean equal mode, then what is the value of Sk? Sk becomes 0. The value Sk equal 0. Here also, if mean equal median, then Sk becomes 0. If Sk equal 0, then symmetric distribution. Symmetric distribution is what? Symmetric distribution. And if Sk does not equal to 0, then this one is a skewed curve. Skewed, and this one is also known as a non-skewed. So skewed curve. So skewed curve is also a two type. So if Sk is a what? There are two possibilities. Sk equal to 0, then Sk is either greater than 0 or Sk is a less than 0. So if Sk equal to 0, then curve is a non-skewed curve or symmetric curve. If Sk does not equal to 0, then there are two possibilities. Sk is a greater than 0 or Sk is a less than 0. Then there are two possibilities. Sk is a greater than 0 or Sk is a less than 0. If Sk is a greater than 0, then what will happen here? If we closely observe, Sk is greater than 0, then mean minus mode is greater than 0. This implies that mean minus mode Mo greater than 0, or what will happen? Mean in this case M minus Md is greater than 0. In the second case, M minus Mo is less than 0 or M minus Md is less than 0. So what we conclude here? What? If mean is greater than mode, or mean is greater than median, then positively skewed. First one. Second one, if we write here. Second one, if M is less than Mo or M is less than Md, then negatively skewed. Then what will happen? Negatively skewed. So this one is analysis of a Karl-Pearson coefficient. Now we discuss about a what? Now we discuss about a Boole coefficient of a skewness. So next we are going to discuss about a Boole coefficient of a skewness. So what is the Boole coefficient of a skewness? Boole coefficient of a skewness. Coefficient of a skewness. So this one is also denoted by the Sk, but to differentiate with the Karl-Pearson coefficient, here we denote this one as Skb. Karl-Pearson coefficient, Bole coefficient of skewness. So to differentiate with the Karl Pearson, here we denote Sk, Karl Pearson coefficient of skewness, Bole coefficient of skewness. So this one is defined as what? Q3 minus MD minus MD minus Q1. So since this one is based on a quartile deviation, Q3 minus median, which one is a second quartile, Q2 minus MD minus Q1, divided by what? Divided by Q3 minus MD plus MD minus Q1. So this one is a what? This one is a Bole coefficient of skewness. So if Sk equal to 0, then what will happen? Then Q3 minus MD equal to what? MD minus Q1. If we try to explain this one graphically, what is the meaning of this one? Suppose this one is a what? This one is a Q1. This one is a what? This one is a Q1 is a this one. This one is a Q1. This one is a what? MD. And this one is a what? Q3. So Q3 minus MD, if this portion, graphically we try to, this portion of the curve, what we draw here, if this portion of a curve equal to what? This portion of a curve, this portion of a curve, this portion of a curve, then we say that what? We say that curve is a what? Curve is a symmetric curve. If this portion of a curve like this one means this area in this and equal to this one, then we say that this one is a what? This one is a symmetric curve. So what will happen if Sk does not equal to 0? If Sk does not equal to 0, then what will happen? Either Sk is a greater than 0 or Sk is a what? Less than 0. Sk is a greater than 0 or Sk is a less than 0. So if Sk is a greater than 0, then what will happen? If Sk is a greater than 0, then this one is a what? This one is a positive value. Q3 minus MD is a positive. MD minus Q1 is a positive. So this one is a positive, this one is a positive, so denominator is always a positive. So sign of this one only depend on the value of a numerator. What is the difference of these two? If the difference of these two is a greater than 0, then Sk is a what? Greater than 0. If the difference of these two is a less than 0, then Sk is a what? Less than 0. So Sk is a greater than 0 if and only if Sk does not equal to 0, Sk is a greater than 0, then what will happen? Then Q3 minus MD is a greater than what? MD minus Q3. And in this case, we say that what? Positively skewed curve. Positively skewed curve. Skewed curve. Positively skewed curve. And in this case, what will happen in this case? If then what will happen? Q3 minus MD is a less than MD minus Q3. Then Sk is a what? Sk is a less than 0. Then we say that what? This one is a negatively skewed curve. Negatively skewed curve. Skewed curve. Skewed curve. Now, one other things, what is the limit of Bole coefficient of skewness? Means what is the lower limit and what is the upper limit? So, if we closely observe the Bole coefficient of skewness, then what will happen here? What will happen? Suppose this one is a what? This one is a 8. This one is a what? This one is a 8. Here we denoted by the Q3. Suppose Q3 minus MD equal what? A. And MD minus Q1 equal what? B. Since Q3 minus MD is a what? Q3 minus MD is a greater than 0, so A is a what? Greater than 0, B is also a greater than 6. So if A and A is greater than 0, B is greater than 0, then we know that what is the value for mod of A minus B? Mod of A minus B, if A is greater than 0, B is greater than 0, mod of A minus B is always less or equal to mod of A plus B. Mod of A plus B. So, what will happen here? If we write what? If we simplify this one, mod of A minus B upon mod of A plus B is less or equal to what? Less or equal to 1. So, if we write a what? SKB, mod of SKB, A is a what? A is a Q3 minus MD, B is a MD minus Q1. So, we replace this one by the what? This one replaced by the, if we write this one is a what? This one is a SK, this one is a what? This one is a SK. So, mod of SK, mod of SKB, Bole coefficient of skewness. This one is a what? This one is less or equal to 1. So, what is the value for SKB? SKB is greater or equal to what? Minus 1, less or equal to what? Plus 1. Less or equal to plus 1. So, coefficient of skewness, Bole coefficient of skewness lie between minus 1 to 1. Now, when the value for SKB equal to minus 1, if you closely observe, if the MD minus Q1 equal to what? MD minus Q1 equal to 0. MD minus Q1 equal to 0, then MD minus Q1 equal to 0, then this divided by this one, this become what? Plus 1. So, if SK, if if Q3 minus MD equal to what? 0. Q3 minus MD equal to 0. Means graphically we try to show this one. Means here, this one is a what? This one is a MD. This one is a what? This one is a Q1. Q1. This one is a what? This one is a Q3. So if this portion is a 0, Q3 minus MD, this portion equal to 0. This portion equal to 0. This portion does not present in a distribution. Only this portion is a present. This portion is a not present. So if Q3 minus MD equal to 0, Q3 minus MD equal to 0, then what will happen? This become what? This become SKB become what? SKB become minus 1. So here we write SKB become minus 1. Now, if this portion equal to 0, MD minus Q1 equal to 0, MD minus Q1 equal to 0, means that this portion equal to 0. If we plot a frequency curve, this portion does not present, then what will happen? MD minus Q1 equal to 0. So this one 0, this one 0, then this one divided by this one, what is the value for? Then this one and if what? MD minus Q1. MD minus Q1 equal to 0, then SKB equal to what? Equal to plus 1. This one is a what? This one is a minus 1. So this one is a one another interpretation of a Bole coefficient. What is the range of a Bole coefficient? This one is a minus 1 to 1. So, and if Q3 minus MD is equal to 0 means Q3 equal MD, then we say that there is SKB equal minus 1. If MD equal to Q1, then SKB equal plus 1. So this one is a what? This one is a Bole coefficient of a skewness. Now, third one is a what? Coefficient of a skewness based on a moments. So, skewness based on a moment. Coefficient of skewness based on moment. Based on moment. So, what is the value for this one? SK is defined as under root what? Under root beta 1 into beta 2 plus 3 divided by 2 times of 6 beta 1, 5 beta 1, 5 beta 2 minus 5 beta 2 minus 6 beta 1 minus 9. Once we verify this one, 5 beta 2 minus 6 beta 1 minus 9. So now this one is a what? This one is a coefficient of skewness based on a moment. So what is the value for beta 1? We know that. What is the value for beta 1 equal what? Beta 1 equal mu 3 square upon mu 2 cube. And beta 2 equal what? Beta 2 equal mu 4 upon mu 2 square. And we know that what is the mu 2, mu 3, mu 4. We know that what is the value of mu r? Where beta 1 is this one. And mu r equal what? 1 upon n summation of fi xi minus x bar to power what? R. This one is a value for what? This one is a value for mu r. Means mu 3 equal what? 1 upon n summation of fi xi minus x bar to power 3. So now when the value of sk equal to 0, there are two. When the value of sk equal to 0, if beta 1 equal to 0 or beta 2 equal to minus 3. So there are two possibilities. If sk equal to 0, then there are two possibilities. Then either beta 1 equal to 0 or beta 2 equal what? Minus 3. Because beta 1 equal to 0, then numerator becomes 0. Beta 1 equal to 0, then this will become 5 beta 2 minus 9. Second one, beta 2 equal minus 3, then this one becomes 0. So if we closely observe the beta 2 is the what? Mu 4 upon mu 2 square. So this one cannot be negative because mu 2 square is the what? Positive value. And mu 4 is the what? 1 upon n summation of fi xi minus x bar to power 4. So the power of any number, if power is a 4, then number means that the value cannot be negative. So mu 4, so this cannot be possible. Beta 2 cannot be negative. Cannot be negative. Cannot be negative. Negative. Why? Because cannot be negative. Why? Because mu 4 cannot be less than 0, and mu 2 square also does not equal to 0. Mu 2 also does not equal to 0. So beta 2 cannot be negative. Then only possibility is the what? Only possibility is the beta 1. So if only possibility is the what? Only possibility to become sk equal to 0, only possibility to sk equal to 0 if and only if what? Beta 1 equal to 0. Beta 1 equal to 0. And if we closely observe, beta 1 equal what? Mu 3 square upon mu 2 cube. Mu 3 square upon mu 2 cube once we, so mu 3 square upon mu 2 cube. So here if we closely observe, so beta 1 equal to 0 if mu 3 equal to 0 only, because this one is mu 3 square upon mu 2 cube. So beta 1 equal to 0, then this implies that what? Mu 3 equal to 0. So what we conclude that if mu 3 equal to 0, then we say that directly the coefficient of skewness is a what? Coefficient of skewness is a 0, and curve is a what? Curve is a symmetric curve, and data is a symmetrically distributed. Symmetrical distribution. Symmetrical distribution. Symmetrical distribution. Symmetrical distribution. So if sk does not equal to 0, then sk does not equal to 0 means our beta 1 sk does not equal to 0, then there are two possibilities. What are the possibilities? If sk does not equal to 0, sk does not equal to 0, then there are two possibilities. Either sk is a greater than 0 or sk is a less than 0. So this one only depend on the what? This one depend on the value of a beta 1. Because beta 2 plus 3, this one cannot be negative. So what is the value of this one? Sk is greater than 0 if beta 1 is a what? Beta 1 is a greater than 0 or beta 1 is a less than 0. So what we conclude that if beta 1 equal to 0, if beta 1 equal to 0, beta 1 equal to 0, then curve is a what? Curve is a symmetric curve. Then symmetric curve. Symmetric. And if beta 1 is a greater than 0, then theta is a what? Theta or curve is a what? Positively skewed curve. Positively skewed. And if beta 1 is a less than 0, then this one is what? Negatively skewed curve. Negatively skewed curve in term of a curve, this one is a positively skewed curve. Negatively skewed curve in term of a data, this one is a non-symmetrically, positive symmetrically distributed, negatively means a non-symmetric curve, non-symmetric distribution, symmetric distribution and non-symmetric distribution. If we divide, this one is a positive symmetric distribution and negative symmetric distribution. So this one is all about a what? This one is all about a measure of a skewness. Now we discuss about a what? Measure of a kurtosis. Then we solve some numerical example based on a coefficient of a skewness and coefficient of a kurtosis. So now we try to discuss about a what? Coefficient. Once we read out this one, then we discuss about the kurtosis. So now we discuss about the kurtosis. What is the kurtosis? Kurtosis. So kurtosis is a word like skewness. Skewness measure the symmetric. Either the data is symmetrically distributed or not, or if we plot the curve, frequency curve, the curve is symmetric or not, symmetrical curve or not. So this one measures the coefficient of skewness, but there is no any measure for the flatness of a curve. So kurtosis measure what? Flatness of a curve. So if we write in a one line definition, kurtosis measure the flatness of a curve. The flatness means if we plot the frequency curve, then this one measures the what? Flatness of a curve. So here this one PS means there is a frequency curve like this one, means if he appears and describe this one, means there are three type of a flatness: highly peaked curve, and this one is a low peaked curve, and there is a normal peaked curve. So on the basis of peakedness, Pearson divide this one is what? This one is called highly peaked curve, highly peaked curve, and this one is a nomenclature of this one is a what? Lactic. This one is a what? Lactic. So this one is a what? This one is a measure the flatness of a curve. So lactic. So this one is a what? Lactic. Highly peaked curve. This one is called lactic. So this one is called what? Lactic. And highly means low peaked curve is called what? Platypultic. This one is called what? This one is called platypultic. platypultic, and normal curve is called what? Mesopultic. So how we measure either the given data is a highly peaked data or low peaked data or normal data? So Pearson suggested on the basis of a what? On the basis of a beta 2. And what is the value of a beta 2? Beta 2 is what? Mu4 upon mu2 square. Mu2 square. Or he derived one another coefficient. This one is what? Gamma 2 equal beta 2 minus 3. And he says that if the value of a beta 2 equal what? 3. Beta 2 equal 3, then this one is a what? This one is a normal curve. Normal or mesopultic. And if the value of a beta 2 is a less than 3, and vice versa, what is the value for gamma 2? If beta 2 equal to 3, then what is the value for gamma 2? Obviously, the value for gamma 2 equal what? Or gamma 2 equal to what? Gamma 2 equal to 0. So then this one is a what? Normal curve. Second one, if beta 2 is a greater than 3 or gamma 2 is a greater than 0, then this one is called what? Highly peaked curve or leptocurtic or highly peaked curve. Highly peaked curve. And third one, if beta 2 is what? If beta 2 is less than 3 or gamma 2 is less than 0, then this one is called what? This one is called platypultic or low peaked curve. So for the given data, for the given frequency distribution, we find what? We find mu2 and mu4 means moments about mean, second moments about the mean and fourth moment about the mean, and find the ratio for this one. We are 2 equal mu4 upon mu2 square. If this one equal to 3, then this one is a what? This one is a normal curve. If this one is greater than 3, then this one is a leptocurtic, and this one is a less than 3, then this one is a platypultic. Now we solve one numerical example to find out what? Coefficient of skewness and coefficient of kurtosis.